Si può, si può, signora, signori, scusatemi se da sol mi presento, io sono il prologo.
And then finally he said yes. But he's looking me, you are looking me, they are looking me. When we walk up here, I don't know why, I love you and you turn the back to him. What is this? Because you don't find, you think on stage we have to do something different of life. No, my dear, it's life. You don't know what is your father, what he does. So you see him there. And you come out and you, mio padre! It's not mio padre, that's normally the...
But Tito Gobbi is especially useful naturally when one thinks of the acting part of the job of being an opera singer, because he was a supremely good actor as well as being a great singer.
Teneste la promessa. That is cold. Don't put any feeling, dramatic feeling, any tears in here.
Well, the Baron doesn't mean anything to her anyway.
Who cares? It's past. Belongs to the past. Teneste la promessa, la disfida ebbe luogo. Il barone fu ferito, però migliore. Alfredo in estraneo suo, so far from me. He will never reach me while I'm still alive. And then Alfredo in estraneo suo, il vostro sacrificio io stesso gli ho svelato. And with a little hope that always remains. Egli a voi verrà per il suo perdono, oh darling. I have nothing to forgive.
Teneste la promessa. Per le sfide del luogo, il barone fu ferito, però miglior. Alfredo in stranio suolo.
The voice is not so important in quantity, but the quality. Quality is more satisfying than quantity. Sometimes you need quantity to impress. Be able to project the sound and giving the impression that you are thinking.
Tardi. Attendo, ne vi giungo mai. Come sono lontana, mai dottore a sperar pur vissuto.
I believe the human feeling, the human heart is always the same. La sofferenza, the suffer. The seeds of the human feeling are always the same. You have to suffer, you have to feel it inside. It must come from your heart, really.
opera is really, for a conductor, or also for every interpret, it is very dangerous, because if you permit, just I play maybe two little pieces, and then you will understand what I mean. E poi diventa come traviata, che non è mai una traviata.
This one is good, the other one is malicious.
I know, yes. Yes, and for example,
There
when he says to her, Macbeth says to his wife to sing one brindisi, and then we have the music. Now it could happen as I think. E diventa un'altra cosa, invece lui ha scritto. Un brindisi cattivo, malizioso di questa ragazza, di questa donna, no? E questo è, secondo me, il punto veramente decisivo per quest'opera, perché le melodie sono anche belle, non sono talmente belle come the melodies are not so beautiful, maybe, as in Traviata or in Trovatore, but are maybe more deep, as in Don Carlo. In Don Carlo is also, for a long time was forgotten practically, until we discovered it again.
I think we can conclude that Verdi knew exactly what he was doing, because even using the same musical idea, he brought this in a dramatic and vicious expression, the other one in a more happy, enjoyable.
Yes.
So he knew exactly.
Today they changed the period, the historical period, the style, the epoch at the time in which the story takes place, the costume. And you can't make fun of this and bringing this in a mother talking white tie or with aeroplane or making Forza del Destino with the machine gun or something like this. I think that's very unrespectful. It is not honest from our side to accept or to suggest such a thing.
Che vi scopro d'ogni vostro avere or volete spoliarvi. Hai passato perché v'accusa.
Io non esiste, ora mi arrivo, ed io non
Not aggressive. Is that you, Mademoiselle Valerie? She answered without turning, sono io. Then, d'Alfredo il padre in me, vedete voi sì, dell'incauto, the silly young boy of mine, dell'incauto che a ruina corre, amagliato da voi, is much more important, offensive and aggressive, if you don't look at her straight in the eyes. When you have to say something very heavy, don't forget that we are in a century ago. 100 years have changed the world, and we have to accept it as it was. You will not have the courage to say, you are a prostitute and that's why. No.
Mademoiselle Valerie, dal funeto il padre in me vedete, siete l'incauto che a ruina corre, ammaliato da voi.
in mia casa, io mi lascio sentire, io per voi e per me.
Coi modi pure
Tratto il errore
dei suoi beni e li dono vuol farvi.
non lo so.
We have to take fine voices, the best available, and turn them into great performers. That is the ideal.
When you open, you are anxious to enter. In which direction open the door? No. No. Outside. Why? Because when you say, like, qualcuno è fuori, let alone, you go out like this, you open the door, qualcuno è fuori, and you look this side, and they count the Duke, which is behind the door, covered by the door, was with him.
It isn't only language that he uses in handing on. As such a remarkable stage artist, he conveys a tremendous amount in both gesture, expression, movement, because it's very difficult for young artists to understand the tremendous importance, for instance, of the way a character walks. He would teach them exactly how to walk as an old man, as a lover, as a peasant, as a nobleman, and for the first time you see it dawning on them that people don't all walk in the same way. I know one of the most interesting stories he tells himself is how when he first did Scarpia, he was quite a young man, and he asked one of his friends to come and criticize, and the friend said afterwards, yes, it was very good. And Gobbi said, what was wrong? No, it's very good, it's very good. He said, now, if you're a friend of mine, you tell me what is wrong. And so his friend said, well, how old are you? And he was late 20s then, perhaps. And his friend said, oh, how old do you think Scarpia was? So Tito said, maybe 48. He said, I have to tell you, you walk like a young man. You don't walk like a man of 48. And so Tito went to his father and said, walk with me. And he watched everything he did. Then he called his friend to see the next performance. He said, it's all right to walk like a man of 48.
Look at me, huh? I do it. So you will learn one important thing, that you must think about your performance, your acting, and in the meantime you have to think to allow her also to act. Because it's not supposed that you are the actor and she is just like a piece of wood on stage. Or she is not supposed to sing all the time upstage. So, figlia mio padre, then a te da presso trova sol gioia il cuore oppresso. Oh, beautiful. E sì, mia vita, se sei senza in terra quel bene avrei. Start. Oh, figlia mia, voi sospirate. Che mangia tanto, take this. Oh. Tu non ne hai quello che avete, a te che importa? Non uscire mai! Non voce al tempio, don't write. Non voce al tempio. Oh, ben tu fai, so sweet, nice. I know you are going to ask this. A te non parlare al misero del suo perduto bene e la segna pietà delle siepe è solo forme povero per compassione amo amori. Come close when he's looking at his wife, which is your mother died, but don't Don't close him. Don't be a python, a constrictor. Don't put your arm around my neck. Never. And we anticipate the end of the poor Rigoletto, strangled by his daughter.
You are seen before you are heard. Always right. Maestro Gobbi said everything he said. If these young people just took it down in dictation and went home and studied what he said carefully, because he said it in a very condensed version, but he gave them a lifetime's lesson.
Why don't you take care? So, when you say, potete seguire la rapina ancora, guida un nuovo buffone, si disonora la figlia e se la guida. Orrore! Hola! When you come. Signor, say that. Say that. Good. As you did. Signor, vendo, mi vede il culo. Allora, il vero. Sta bene. La porta che dà al bastione. If you something coming back. La porta che dà al bastione è sempre chiusa. Ognuno si sta, bada di vero, ognuno si sta. Unfortunately, sometimes you can see, you can hear Rigoletto sung well and no action on stage, but it will still remain a masterpiece. It is indestructible. But for a young fellow willing to become an actor, I think this is the most wonderful character to perform on stage.
If one talks of his contribution to the opera singers of today, I think one would have to say that he was perhaps the greatest stage artist.
You know that I have done so many times Tosca, 879 times. And telling you again the story of 2 days ago I told you. There was people asking me, what do you do in your entrance of Scarpia, in the church in first act? And they was asking me, what was the secret of this very strong entrance, very important, very effective? And suddenly I start to analyzing my entrance to find what was to make my entrance so important. At the end I realized that the success was because I was doing nothing. And that's very important. The music does everything. Bang, 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 bang. And I stood there without making, where is the criminal here? That I'm looking for. So less you do when the music is helping you, let the music do, and you do enough to express the music, not more. But if I do this, because he's taller than me, and I do this, and we are there, now try to move, you have to carry him. And this is rather big fellow. So never put your arm in the back. And you, when you come, this is, let her come, you see, she's in my arm, and I've done nothing. Come. You see? And why? I can do this, and leave her.
There are some people who can be taught certain technical things, and there are some people who have a talent. I'm not talking about the vocal cords in your throat. You're born with that, and you can develop that technically. You can be taught to sing.
It's so strange that what is happening always, not only today, in life. If I talk to you as I'm doing now, you look at me straight. And maybe you don't react, or you react a little. So your reaction is not stronger as my action. But in this case, I have to insist, as I did before. You get me? And then finally said yes. But he's looking me, you are looking me, they are looking me. When we walk up here, I don't know why, I love you, and you turn the back to him. What is this? Because you don't find, you think on stage we have to do something different of life. No, my dear, it's life. You have to stop this. Clamor, via. You do clamor, and it's bad Italian and bad music. It's too long, huh? Again, don't stay too much behind him looking. I don't want to interrupt you too much, but I have. Then I will let you go. But at the beginning, I have to put this in position. If you are like this, look at it. If you are like this, serious. Yeah. No. So move, and don't go body to body like this. But then you have a chance to move like this and give the arm, give it to him. So you will catch the hand. If I do like this, no, catch it, catch mine, and this one too. If she offers you the hand, you have to take it. If I offer you a cigarette and you want to smoke, you take a cigarette. You don't wait me to put it in your mouth. So, okay. So be also inside. You must be joy. That's why I try to be a little humoristic, happy, because you must have the joy of singing, especially the joy of singing such a marvelous duetto, musically and dramatically. Sì, fieramente che ansante mi piace. You don't need to go to the floor, because you know there was people used to sing Parisiamo. Io la lingua, egli ha il pugnale, l'uomo sono io, che ride, e quel che spegne. So you don't have to underline. I'm sure you don't do it, but I'm talking about Othello. It's not supposed to underline that and go and the floor, fall on the floor. No. You say, un bacio, you ask for it. You will kiss her 3 times. But now if you say un bacio, it comes close, Otello, let her sing Otello, so you can kiss her. Un bacio. Second time, you kiss her here, and then like this, as you are taller, un altro bacio. And then you see the player there, but it's not the stars who are awakening you from this ecstasy, but the desire to go up. The sky is beautiful, the night is late. Come, my beauty, Venere splende, come, slowly. And don't catch her arm now. Go like this to her. And now you kiss her. When the curtain comes down, so you don't see what happened after. So, but it must be so intense.
I really wonder whether you can be taught to convey something to an audience. Watching the young people today particularly has caused me to go home and think about it a great deal more. I think they can be taught the technique of movement, an arm, a head, a chin, but can they really be taught something that Gobbi always had? getting the audience like that, but not by throwing himself at the audience. He had it in him, and he brought the audience to him.
Wait, listen to me.
Abandon yourself.
Okay? There is no movement. I hope you have noticed that everything happened in a square, meter.
But it's hard in a way, isn't it?
And that is theater, my dear.
Yes, I know. But
We don't need stage.
No.
We need just a little
I
platform.
know.
We don't need decor if you are good
If you
actors.
have the-
You don't need even costume.
No, I agree.
That is what I in my opinion, must be theater.
Yes.
It must be like in legitimate theater, with in addition the music,
Yes.
and slowing down by the tempo.
And everything a little larger than...
But everything is here. See? So if you do it, if you think like this, tomorrow you find another producer. It says, no, the castle is there. Okay, everything is there.
That's what I keep saying. Isn't it?
You don't have to move up and down, which means no sense, and losing the intensity and the
Lovely scene.
enchantment.
Lovely scene. And a difficult one for you.
Yeah. Clever. My inhalation. You like it?